Hello and welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. You are watching the eISL Season 2 brought to you by Northwind Gaming. My name is Fixes, joined along with me is going to be TT as we head into the second matchup for the evening. That is going to be an absolute banger because all these four players are really good friends. And, well, it is going to be Kerala Blasters FC taking on Mumbai City FC. And, well, both these teams did not have the best of their start into the eISL Season 2 campaign because Kerala Blasters FC lost to FC Goa, who just previously won their second game. And for the boys from Mumbai City FC, it was a tough matchup against Chennai FC, which eventually ended up in a draw. But I think now, TT, it's time. Let's take a quick look at the matchups.
For sure. And ऑब्वियसली अगर बात करते हैं इधर शुभम एंड सैकी की तो ये दोनों ही प्लेयर्स बहुत ज़्यादा बेहतरीन प्लेयर्स हैं बट केरला ब्लास्टर की तरफ से उतना खास शुरुआत ज़रूर नहीं दिखा था बट इस बार फॉर्मेशन में भी चेंज है. पिछले वीक पे हम लोग को लोकमैनु चालू करते हुए दिखे थे बट इस बार वो आखिरी मैच खेलेंगे एंड शुभम के साथ शुरुआत किया जाएगा. ऑन द हैंड अगर हम लोग बात करते हैं सैकी की तो ये बहुत ज़्यादा लाजवाब गेम इसके पहले भी खेल चुके हैं, पिछले वीक पे भी दिखा चुके हैं एंड बहुत बहुत ज़्यादा ज़रूरी है केरला ब्लास्टर के लिए स्पेशली एंड उनको इधर से करने की ज़रूरत है. एंड अगर हम लोग बात करते हैं कोऑप पे सो कोऑप मुझे लगता है कि सबसे ज़्यादा इम्पोर्टेंट होने वाले आज के इस पूरे मैचअप के ऊपर.
I think, yes, if you talk about co-op, Mumbai City FC have been the better lead because they managed to defeat Naveen and Tikka last time around. But both these players, Saki and Shubham, could at max just get a draw out of their individual games that they had played. So finally, we're just hoping that this matchup does not end in a draw. We do have a deciding winner. And for Kerala Blasters FC, like you said, they did manage to change their order of play last time. It was always we've seen in the past that Shubham, even when he was in Odisha FC last season, we used to see that he always used to come in that final game, and then till then nothing much was there for him to salvage. Right, it's pretty much just try to either get a draw for his team, or even if he got a win that did not account to anything. So it was a really a turmoil situation for Shubham, and to the point where he was getting really frustrated. But this time, he's got the teammate that he wanted in the form of Lokman, who a really good veteran of the scene. But lately, he's been going through a tough run, especially the last matchup against V Sharma, where he was kind of owned 4-1 by him. As we speak, we are on with the game. Kerala Blasters FC in their black kit from left to right, and Mumbai City FC from right to left in their blue.
For sure. And just started. Oh my God! What a cross! And German cross. इधर कोशिश था जो डायरेक्टली गोल के साथ शुरुआत करे पहले ही 3 मिनट में बट वो अभी के लिए तो कामयाब नहीं हुआ. बट शॉर्ट कॉर्नर के साथ शुरुआत करेंगे जर्सिनियो टू रोनाल्डिनियो एंड he got a very big space and maybe Bellingham थोड़ा टाइम लेंगे बॉल ड्राइव करते हुए बट एंड आई थिंक इतना इजी नहीं था. शुरुआती में जो कोशिश था वही अगर कन्वर्ट हो जाता तो शायद गोल आ सकता था. इधर एक बार डिफेंस अगर एक साथ आ जाए फिर उसके बाद एक्सप्लॉइट करना बहुत टफ हो जाता है.
Oh my goodness. I think this has been such a rocky start for Mumbai City FC, but somehow Saki is just holding on. Saki, another old player in the community, did miss out on last season's eISL, but this time he ensured that he was there, not left out from all the action. But all he could get last time against Naveen was a draw possibly, so not the best of starts for Saki, but this time he's looking really confident. And one of those players I've seen Saki, he's not just, I mean, he's using Christopher Nkunku. And Nkunku is one of those players that we've seen most of these professional players kind of get him as a substitute. But starting off, when it was, I think, when the FGS rules were applied, a lot of players preferred to start off with Nkunku. But when you have the options of using the other broken players into the game with so many icons and of the team of the year cards, that is where the path to glory Nkunku just kind of fell off. But I think one good benefit with Christopher Nkunku is the fact that he has got 5-star weak foot and 5-star skill moves. So that could really come in handy because even the team of the year Mbappe still has that 4-star weak foot. So does not feel like that, but those little just those stats make a lot of difference.
Yeah, but with a fantastic card Ginola, उसका भी यूज हम लोगों को पिछले ही मैच में दिखा था एक बार, लेकिन उनको उतना ज़्यादा यूज नहीं किया जा रहा जितना पिछले सीजन में या फिर 22 वर्जन में किया जाता था, क्योंकि इस बार शायद इतना हाई रेटेड कार्ड आया ही नहीं, इंट्रोड्यूस ही नहीं किया गया गिनोला का, बट आई थिंक इन फ्यूचर हम लोग को होता हुआ दिखेगा मोस्टली.
No, I think now for Ginola, we have seen one of those things, TT, is the fact that just recently, we have had foot fantasy cards in which we had that foot fantasy icon Ginola. So I think this could be possibly that card and sells up a lot. And yes, there was, I think Ginola was in one of those early metas, right? Earlier on,
Yeah.
I think 3 months ago, a lot of professional players were using Ginola. But eventually, as the other cards came up, he kind of faded out. But this new card, I think, looks a lot more viable. And if I have to, go on and check their, statistics, I think this card is much better than the normal icon card.
फॉर श्योर, एंड आई थिंक उसी वजह से इंट्रोड्यूस किया गया है क्योंकि बहुत दिन से अपडेट नहीं मिल रहा था चिनोला को, बट फाइनली 91 रेटेड किया गया. बट जॉर्जिनियो उसी के बीच में एक मौका बना चुके थे केरला ब्लास्टर्स के लिए, एंड केरला ब्लास्टर, व्हाट अ पोजीशनिंग, रोनाल्डिनियो, व्हाट अ शॉट, क्रॉस बार के अंदर की तरफ लग के गोल हुआ. एंड रोनाल्डिनियो हमेशा कुछ ना कुछ जो है वो चिकी मूव्स के साथ आते हैं आफ्टर गोल, एंड वो डांस करके फिनिश करते हैं अपने सेलिब्रेशन.
Yeah, and that was such a good start. Exactly what Shubham needed and exactly what Kerala Blasters wanted at this point. And Saki suddenly is looking a little bit under pressure because this is another breakthrough that could come in. A beautiful driven through pass through Ronaldo. We have to see if he opts for the cutback, the pass onto Jairzinho, and with Ronaldinho, not a green time shot and did not beat the keeper. So Saki again, a little few of the other tweaks he's made is he's got Courtois as his goalkeeper, the team of the year Courtois. I do not know. He made it into the team of the year, but did not feel like a TOTY card because honestly, hasn't just been the best of the goalkeepers. And like we said, right, in FIFA 23, the goalkeepers are so random. I mean, there are moments when they make such saves, and there are moments when they tend to miss even the easiest of the shots. So Van der Sar had been the go-to player for all these professional athletes because of that beautiful height, that reach, the reflexes, like you mentioned. But now Mumbai City FC trying to get a little bit of more control through that wing with Hakimi passing it on to a cross towards Bullet, but was easily fended off.
अटैकिंग थर्ड पे गेम इधर नहीं बना पा रहे हैं मुंबई सिटी एफसी, एंड वही चीज़ सबसे ज़्यादा प्रॉब्लमेटिक होता हुआ बाय द वे शुभम, द सनशाइन ऑफ केरला ब्लास्टर, क्योंकि पिछले दिन तो उतना खास गया नहीं था उनके लिए पूरा सिनारियो. और देखिए शानदार पास निकाला गया था, एम्बापे डांसिंग विद द बॉल, बट स्लाइडिंग शॉट आ रहा था रोनाल्डो की तरफ से, बट वो कनेक्ट नहीं हुआ सही टाइम पे. अगर हो गया रहता तो शायद एक हिस्टोरिक गोल हम लोग को दिख सकता था इधर.
Oh, it certainly could have been. That there was even a little deflection from the goalkeeper at that end moment. But for now, let's see. Shubham, he looks to be in good control of the game, right? Hasn't been making a lot of mistakes, and this could possibly be one. But as we were speaking, the referee blows the halftime whistle, and as it stands, it is 1-0 in favor of Kerala Blasters FC. Finally, a good start for them, and now this is where Mumbai City FC needs to contemplate, need to introspect, especially Saki, on what went wrong for his team, because the possession stats speak in volumes of what is going wrong. Kerala Blasters FC just refusing give the ball away. I think very dominating first half from Shubham, 64% possession in regards to the 36 for Mumbai City FC. Goes on to show how good Shubham has been playing so far.
Yeah, बहुत बहुत ज़्यादा बेहतरीन परफॉर्मेंस फ्रॉम द साइड ऑफ शुभम एंड केरला ब्लास्टर एफसी एंड केरला ब्लास्टर्स की अगर बात किया जाए पिछला दिन पिछले वीक उनका जो शुरुआत था वो बहुत ही ज़्यादा डिसअपॉइंटिंग था एंड उसके बाद ज़रूरत था एक कमबैक की, वो भी सिर्फ ड्रॉ के साथ नहीं, एक विन के साथ। एंड आई थिंक वही चीज़ के ऊपर ज़्यादा फोकस किया जा रहा है इस बार शिवम की तरफ से। सो शुरुआत हो चुका है, हालांकि ये पहला ही मैच है एंड वो भी पहला हाफ है, तो कुछ भी चेंज अभी भी आ सकता है, क्योंकि सैकी को हम लोग इसके पहले भी देखे बहुत अच्छा खासा परफॉर्मेंस निकालते हुए। ओह माय गॉड, विद एम्बापे वो पूरा ही लीड को चकमा दिए थे, बट देखिए उसका कुछ उतना खास फायदा मिला नहीं। तो जब तक आप अटैकिंग थर्ड पे जाके फिनिश नहीं कर पा रहे हो या फिर वैसे क्रूशियल पासेस नहीं निकाल पा रहे हो, तब तक आप जितना भी स्किल्स दिखा लो वो कुछ काम नहीं आएगा।
Yeah, I mean, that's true. That's true. But considering all these players, they kind of tend to go on with it. And there's this saying in FIFA, right? You can get that little bit of a skill move buff. Like we have seen a lot of players use a skill move and then try to take a shot, and more often than not, the shot kind of makes it to the end of the goal. But right now, with Hakimi utilizing that blistering pace coming through, a pass towards Mbappe, R9 on that offside position, had to pass it back towards Ruud Gullit, and Bellingham and Gullit trying to create that play with Al Overan. I think this is also another one of those F-Foot fantasy cards. A really good attempt over there by Shubham, and has been really crafty with his player picks this time, going for the newer cards, and has delivered. Al Overan, he's got that blistering pace, and mostly we have seen him from the wings, from a cam position. Sometimes some player also opt him as a striker, but this could be a good chance, and it is Christopher Nkunku for Saki scoring the goal, and there you have it, the equalizer coming up. Saki, when the odds were against him, did not lose hope, went in and did not lose composure even in such a tough situation like that. Shot, made that right pass and scored, as a result of which Mumbai City FC are back in the game.
फाइनली मुंबई सिटी एफसी एक बार फिर से कमबैक करते हुए, एंड सैकी वो पिछले वीक पे भी एक ड्रॉ करने में सफल हुए थे, एंड शायद इस पे भी कुछ उसी तरीके के सिनेरियो बनते हुए। बट शुभम, वी नो कि अभी तक ओवरऑल अगर गेम देखा जाए तो ज़्यादातर डोमिनेटिव तो शुभम ही दिखे, एंड शुभम की तरफ से हम लोग को वो चीज़ एक बार फिर से बनता हुआ दिख रहा है। प्रॉपरली बॉल कंट्रोल उनके पास, जस्ट एक पासिंग ऑप्शन ढूंढ रहे हैं जिनको वो पास सकते हैं। रोनाल्डिनियो शॉट आए पास के लिए, इस बार बेलिंगम से एम्बापे, रोनाल्डो घूम के शॉट लेने की कोशिश कर रहे, गलती, एंड वो गलती का प्रॉपर फायदा उठाते हुए शुभम को भी पता है। और उसी के साथ ये डांस मुझे लगता है कि बहुत ज्यादा ट्रिगर कर रहा होगा मुंबई सिटी एफसी को, क्योंकि ऐसे डांस जब आप देखते हो गोल कंसीड करने के बाद, तब थोड़ा बहुत तो गुस्सा आता है।
At least, thank goodness, it's not the giddy celebration. Had it been that, that's like players kind of lose their mental state of mind. But regardless, this is much needed mind games going on. But Shubham has been looking so much more composed. A few defensive lapses, and Shubham is there to capitalize on all those moments. And now, at least for Mumbai City FC, they are kind of getting back on that position just a little bit. It's 60-40 now, but Kerala Blasters FC still, just when we thought that the match had been equalized, they score another one. So again, Mumbai City FC on the trail now. They have to, catch up to Kerala Blasters FC, because Shubham, he's been looking really good. He's been making the right passes. He's been making a lot of passes. He's trying to take shots. He's been the better player in terms of interceptions, and he's been doing it all basically. But for Saki, I think we did witness a little bit of more composure. And look at Shubham's spread. He's been spread throughout the field, right? He's not just making he's making most of the plays from that left midfield position, and then he kind of sends it to the box, right? And the moment he does that, kind of loves to play around Bellingham and gets Gullit into the play, and then looks for another pass. And the moment he gets that, he capitalizes. And these are the small mistakes that Saki cannot really afford to commit, right? Just giving away the ball like this, and especially when he should be the one trying to create another opening, another opportunity. As Shubham again through that right wing with Ronaldinho gets Hakimi involved in the process as well, passes it on towards Bellingham. A little bit of space for Aloveran over there, but the pass a little too late, and now Mumbai City FC, they can build their own attack.
Yeah, and they will maybe, but no. बॉल छीना गया है केरला ब्लास्टर की तरफ से। एक बार फिर से लेफ्ट साइड पे पीले का रन दिख रहा था। अगर बॉल कंट्रोल में रहता तो फॉर श्योर इधर हम लोग को जाता हुआ दिख सकता था, बट सॉरी विद दैट ओवारन हम लोग को देखने के लिए मिल रहे थे लेफ्ट साइड के ऊपर, एंड राइट साइड पे हकीमी के पास बॉल, एंड गेम को खोलने की कोशिश कर रही है केरला ब्लास्टर्स। स्पेशली शुभम यही चाहते हैं कि जो जिस तरीके से स्टैकअप होकर रखा है डिफेंस मुंबई सिटी एफसी के, उसको थोड़ा खोला जाए और उसके बीच में से मौका निकाला जाए। वही करते हुए वापस टू बलिंगम एंड हुलीप। देखिए बहुत शानदार बॉल घुमाते हुए, लेकिन वर्जिल वैन डाइक को आप क्रॉस नहीं कर सकते। बार बार पॉसिबल नहीं होता कि आप दो स्ट्राइकर के बीच में 1-2 करें। कभी कभार वो थोड़ा बहुत नॉर्मल हो जाता है और आप ऑलरेडी समझ लेते हैं ओपोनेंट। सो अभी के लिए एक पॉज लिया जाएगा फॉर श्योर, बट आई थिंक मुंबई सिटी एफसी की अगर बात किया जाए तो मुंबई सिटी एफसी की तरफ से जो फॉर्मेशन अभी के लिए दिख रहा है, ये बहुत चिकी फॉर्मेशन है, क्योंकि आपको 4 प्लेयर्स ऑब्वियसली मिलते हैं आपके अटैक में, लेकिन उस टाइम पे आपका मिडफील्ड थोड़ा सा जो है वो लूज हो जाता है। और अगर आप मेनली फीफा या फिर फुटबॉल कहीं पे भी देख लीजिए, अगर आप मिडफील्ड को प्रॉपरली नहीं रख पाते हो तो वो आपके डिफेंस को भी तोड़ने वाला है और आपको अटैक भी प्रॉपरली नहीं करने देगा। एंड आई थिंक वही चीज इधर होता हुआ दिख रहा है।
I think these are the last breaths being taken by Mumbai City FC, because something that I guess DK used in his matchup against Vanchach, trying to go a little bit more pressing, a little bit more attacking, and eventually ended up conceding 2 easy goals. So he really needs to watch out. And like you said, previously with DK, it was him trying to play a lot on the high line, but this time, considering he's had 2 wingers on the sides, and then again 2 strikers also, goes on to show that he wants to make those plays. And if you take a look at how Mumbai City FC have been building it up, uh, has been a little bit through that center, then he goes towards the wings, and then he tries to make those players around. Hasn't been using that left side of the pitch a lot, and that has been one of the concerns for me. Hasn't spread the ball the way he's supposed to, and I think Shubham has read through that. And there you go, the substitutions coming in. Capdevia, a beautiful fullback, and we know that we've got another upgrade. I think there's also an Capdevia foot fantasy card, and that I think the players are not going to shy away from using him.
Yeah, and वही चीज दिखता हुआ कैंसिल हो, और नाउ पहले कॉम्बिनेशन बन रहा था, बट आई थिंक वैंडे सार प्रॉपर टाइम में आए, उनको एडवांस किया गया था विथ लाइक वाई मोस्टली, एंड वो क्लोज आए थे, बट वो मौका नहीं बना एज ऑफ नाउ। पहले के साथ इधर जाते हुए अलोवायरन ऑलरेडी पोजीशन मेंटेन करते हुए, बट बेलिंगम को बैक पास किया गया। आई थिंक उनके पास ऑप्शन नहीं था क्योंकि ओवारन शायद पीछे थे एक प्लेयर के, दैट्स व्हाई, बट अभी भी मौका है।
Yeah, I think that was exactly the idea, and this is something that I like for what Shubham is doing, right? He knew that the passing lanes were not clear and couldn't have made that pass. Maybe he had just 2 options: either to take his chances with a chip shot, which more often than not, no matter how many times I have tried, I failed to connect a lot of them, and from that angle, it's also a little bit difficult. But then again, he went for the more safer option. Clearly, that did not work out because the players just could not control the ball enough with the pace that they were making that run with. Now, a short corner been taken for Shubham at this point. Again, with Pele just trying to enter in through that right wing, and again it goes out for a corner. So, this is something that Shubham can keep doing till the whole night ends and still be happy with it.
क्योंकि उनके पास अभी है एडवांटेज जिसका प्रॉपर फायदा वो उठाना चाहेंगे एंड उनका कोशिश यही रहेगा कि जितना ज़्यादा हो सके अटैकिंग थर्ड पे बॉल रखे इधर अपने एंड उसी के साथ इधर बॉल निकालने का मौका दे। थ्रो इन फिर से एक बार थ्रो इन जीतते हुए इधर केरला ब्लास्टर्स तो शुरुआत एक विन के साथ वो करते हुए दिख सकते हैं क्योंकि आखिरी 2 मिनट हालांकि कुछ भी हो सकता है 2 मिनट में भी, लेकिन बॉल जब तक केरला ब्लास्टर के पास है आई डोंट थिंक सो कि कुछ ज़्यादा होने वाला है। अभी अगर एक गोल हो गया सो वो मैजिकल कुछ करना होगा क्योंकि इतना जल्दी जाना बहुत टफ है। आखिरी 2 मिनट केडीबी से हर्नांडिस लेफ्ट साइड पे निकलते हुए रन बनाए थे जरूर रोनाल्डिनियो बट नहीं खिलाया गया उनको। आई थिंक दिस विल बी द लास्ट चांस फॉर मुंबई सिटी एफसी एंड लास्ट अटैक फॉर द गेम बट नहीं माल्टिनी की तरफ से क्रॉस किया गया एंड वो क्लियर करेंगे। मैच हुआ खत्म एंड केरला ब्लास्टर शुरुआत जो है इस मैचअप का की है विन के साथ।
Now this is exactly what we wanted, TT, to be honest. And Kerala Blasters finally have broken their deadlock. And Saki this time not on the winning side, even still pitching for his first individual victory in the eISL against Naveen. It was a draw, perhaps, and now against Shubham, it was a loss for him. But beautiful FIFA being displayed by Shubham. Look at the calmness, look at the composure. He knew exactly what he wanted. And just when we were thinking that he could be stomping through the game, could score a few many, Saki did manage to make a comeback. But that was not enough to just bind Shubham in his shackles, because right after we saw that equalizer. So both these players, in terms of composure, had been looking A1. But I think it was Mumbai City FC just missing out, because look at the standards of all these goals being scored, right? Especially this one, a little bit of unluckiness, because ideally, I know these pro players kind of start raging once their defender fails like this, falling down, and then as a result of which, when you concede a goal, then you kind of get icked about it. But regardless, the scoreline is 2-1. Shubham has managed to win his first game. Now we head on to the second one, which is going to be a co-op matchup. Shubham and Lokmanu against Saki and Crusher. So Shubham has given a good lead to Kerala Blasters FC. They've won their first individual game. Now they have to set their eyes on this co-op game, because if they do it, then this is going to be purely lights out for Mumbai City FC, and they might just win.
एंड उसी के साथ जो चेंजेस है वो भी हम लोगों को बहुत ज़्यादा देखने के लिए मिला आज के दिन पे। अगर मेनली बात किया जाए इन टर्म्स ऑफ फॉर्मेशन, शुभम को पहले भेजा गया एंड ऑन द अदर हैंड अगर हम लोग बात करते हैं क्रशर का नेम अभी फिर से एक बार क्रशर हो चुके हैं, जो कि फिक्सेस को तो बहुत ज़्यादा पसंद है एंड ऑब्वियसली
what kind of name was that, Crusher?
वही बात है, उन्होंने भी इधर चेंज किया शायद सबके उनके जो फैंस है वो भी शायद यही कह रहे थे फिर से वो क्रशर ही अच्छा है, क्रश कर दो ओपोनेंट्स को, तो कुछ उस तरीके का नेम रखा गया। आई थिंक जरूरत भी है को-ऑप गेम पे कम बैक करने की जरूरत है, क्योंकि मुंबई सिटी एफसी की अगर बात किया जाए तो वो ड्रॉ के साथ ही शुरुआत किए थे, उनको विन नहीं मिला था, तो उनको भी पॉइंट्स की जरूरत है। बट ऑन द अदर हैंड लास्ट अगर 2 मैच के बाद वो लेके जा सकते हैं 3 पॉइंट्स, एंड अगर मुंबई सिटी एफसी 2 मैच के बाद सिर्फ एक ही पॉइंट्स के साथ रहे तो ऑब्वियसली वो मुंबई सिटी एफसी नहीं चाहेंगे, तो कोशिश यही रहेगा मुंबई सिटी की कि वो इधर कम बैक करे।
No, I think we need to explore what options, like you said, Mumbai City FC have from here. They have to win this game, and at the worst circumstance, they have to take a draw if they want to make this series tied up, if they want to contest for that 1 point. But again, a quick reminder for all our viewers that the last time Mumbai City FC played their co-op matchup against defending champions Chennai FC, they managed to win that one out, and I'm pretty sure, I think. I think they had been taken down, so it's gonna be interesting as to see what comes out of the second matchup. I think, but I think this is a good possible, start for them. Now this is exactly what they had hoped for. This is exactly what they had wanted, and if they keep on playing like this, I think they might really look good, because V Sharma and Adizima. They had defeated them 2-0 in their co-op game, and from now onwards, I think they had that 1 week to get back to the drawing board and fix things. and this looks to be a good solution. You know, that order change coming in, Shubham giving them a good start. But if I have to ask about your takeaways from the first game, if I have to ask about the lapses from the side of Saki, what would they be?
आई थिंक फ्रॉम द साइड ऑफ सैकी मेनली उनके तरह से जो है सेंट्रल गेम उतना ज्यादा हम लोगों को नहीं दिखा था, जो कि शिवम के ओपोनेंट पे अगर आप खेलते हो वो सबसे ज्यादा जरूरी है। जो कि हम लोग जब वीक के शुरुआत हो रहा था, फर्स्ट वीक के स्टार्टिंग में मैं बात कर रहा था कि शिवम को अगर आपको रोकना है या फिर क्रैक करना है तो मिडिल जो है वो आपको क्रैक करना होगा। जो सेंट्रल गेम है, सेंट्रल मिडफील्ड है, उसको क्रैक करने की जरूरत है। बट आज जो फॉर्मेशन हम लोगों ने देखा, उस फॉर्मेशन के हिसाब से मिडफील्ड पे उतना ज्यादा प्लेयर्स नहीं थे, जिसके वजह से इधर प्रॉब्लम्स क्रिएट हुए, जो कि हम लोगों को पिछले गेम पे भी देखने के लिए मिला था। एंड मेनली मुझे लगता है कि आप चाहे वो फीफा खेलो या फिर आप फुटबॉल खेलो, अगर आपके मिडफील्ड के ऊपर कंट्रोल नहीं है तो आपके पूरे गेम के ऊपर से कंट्रोल चला जाता है। हो सकता है कि आप ज्यादा दिख सकता है लाइक आपको आंखों से कि हाँ ज्यादा प्लेयर्स है ओपोनेंट के साइड पे, तो उनके ऊपर प्रेशर ज्यादा क्रिएट हो रहा होगा, बट ओपोनेंट के ऊपर बिल्कुल भी प्रेशर क्रिएट नहीं होता, क्योंकि जस्ट एक पास एंड आपका वो पूरा अटैक लाइन वो पार करके चले जाते हैं। देन चारों के चारों प्लेयर्स उतना कुछ काम ही नहीं आता। तो ऑब्वियसली आपको मिडफील्ड के ऊपर प्लेयर्स थोड़ा ज्यादा रखने की जरूरत है। एंड इफ यू यूज दिस फॉर्मेशन एज वेल, देन मुझे लगता है कि जो विंगर्स है उनको थोड़ा सा शॉट खिलाना चाहिए, थोड़ा सा पीछे ड्रॉप डाउन जो करने का एक इंस्ट्रक्शंस है उसको यूज करना चाहिए, नहीं तो बहुत सारा मुश्किल होता है, जो कि इधर देखने के लिए मिला है। बट आई थिंक कोऑप के ऊपर जाके बहुत कुछ चेंज होता हुआ दिखेगा। एंड वो चेंजेस मे भी मुंबई सिटी एफसी के लिए अच्छा हो, क्योंकि जैसे कि आपने भी कहा पिछले वीक पे जिस तरीके से वो पिछले सीजन के डिफेंडिंग चैंपियंस को इधर हराते हुए दिखे, सो उस जगह से मुझे लगता है कि मुंबई सिटी एफसी का एक अच्छा खासा चांस है कि वो कम बैक करे इस मैच को जीत के।
I think chances are always there, and
Yeah.
but then again we have to keep in check the fact that this is where Kerala Blasters FC have been having a really good start. I think this could also be one of the driving forces where they could also manage to win this one out. But Crusher, I think our Zippy Pumpkin is back to his real form. He, like you said, he's ready to crush his opponents, and this is that perfect time where he showcases his skills, because both these teams are hungry for those 3 points. Either of them would not want to settle with just a tie, so they want it to be decisive, and within just a few more moments we will have this matchup beginning. But another thing that we also witnessed from this particular game was the players opted for a lot of different cards this time around. We did not see the regular matchups. We did not see all those meta players coming in. In fact, the players used now were also meta players, but their recent cards, you see David Chinola, again, one of the big reasons why Nkoku and Chinola are getting used by these two lads. The sheer fact that both these cards offer 5-star weak foot and 5-star skill moves. Now, if you're wondering, you're new to the realms of the FIFA 23. So 5-star skill moves and with 5-star skill moves, your card or your player that you're controlling has an access to a lot of those difficult skill moves to perform. So that is there, and with 5-star weak foot, it's pretty evident, right? You can tend to score off with your weak foot, and more often than not, that force in. And there are a few cards even with 4-star weak foot. It doesn't feel like that. One of those cards we just got to see right now, but that was Mbappe. But that being said, ladies and gentlemen, we are back with the game. It's Kerala Blasters FC taking on Mumbai City FC. And now, Kerala Blasters FC, from left to right, we get to see Lokmanu and Crusher also, both of them joining the action, as Kerala Blasters FC have won their first game and now looking to get their second victory.
Yeah, for sure. And with this score line, I think Mumbai City FC have to try कि वो इधर क्रैक कर पाए शुरुआती टाइम पे, क्योंकि स्टार्टिंग में अगर वो एडवांटेज ले लेंगे तो उनको प्रॉपर मौका मिलेगा। बट केरला ब्लास्टर वंस अगेन वन मोर टाइम, क्या वो इधर गोल कर सकते हैं? शुरुआती में चांस बनता हुआ विद
What?
ओह डिफ्लेक्शन, बट ये बार पोस्ट को नहीं बचा पाएंगे। एंड फिनिशिंग विद रोनाल्डो नजारियो। एंड देखिए आज का दिन मुझे लग रहा है केरला ब्लास्टर्स का ही है।
Oh my goodness, this is insane for Kerala Blasters FC. I mean, for a moment I felt like how on earth could Mbappe miss that shot? I think it wasn't green time as a result of which that happened, but R9 was there to poach the ball and eventually go on to score it. And there you have a beautiful start for Kerala Blasters FC, and no breathing room for Mumbai City FC. They need to do something. They need to make a comeback, but TT, they can't really afford to lose the ball like this, because I have seen those moments of plays, right, where Mumbai City FC, even in the previous matchup, Saki was making those small mistakes and Shubham was capitalizing on it. And now it has been such a good start. Now, like we said, right, they have worked on their co-op aspect. Now the teamwork seems to be clearly visible, but Mumbai City FC on their attack, making a pass towards Theo Hernandez, and an L2 pass, an interesting one at that, with Bellingham tried to go in, passes it on towards Mbappe. A lot of things being made over there, but sometimes a lot of chefs can spoil the broth, and maybe that was exactly the case. Eventually ended up in an offside.
Yeah. But one more time, once again, with Ronaldinho लेफ्ट साइड के ऊपर रन बनाते हुए एक पास एंड पूरा कहानी खत्म हो सकता है। क्या ये गोल है? नहीं, इधर डिफ्लेक्ट होता हुआ दिखा। And Khalid, as of now, controlling the ball. Side of Bellingham. What a view from the side of fans. And yeah, we can feel their joy and tension, obviously. कि वो कितने खुश है, कितने मजे कर रहे हैं। Obviously वो थे केरला ब्लास्टर के ही फैंस। And एक बार फिर से गोल होने के मौके बन सकते हैं।
Yeah, the virtual fans, and a little bit of
Yeah.
a glimpse from how things are at from a real stadium, right? And it's such a beautifully made game. I do not know if the players agree with the same, but seen a lot of them, just cribbing on stream, and sometimes it has happened with me also. Even the previous goal that was scored, right? You wouldn't expect Mbappe to miss a shot from that angle. So that is there. But yes, now Kerala Blasters FC again looking to build up on their attack with Theo Hernandez. Just before the ball roll could get into play, the ball went out of play, and as a result, it's gone for a throw-in. And let's see what Mumbai City FC can cook up from here.
Yeah, mainly Mumbai City is trying to exploit their wings, but अभी तक तो वो चीज़ हो नहीं पाया है। एंड देखिए बीच में से रोनाल्डिनियो को जो ये पास था वो बहुत ज़्यादा क्रूशियल साबित हो सकता है, बट क्या उनको मिलेगा? नहीं, बॉल छीन लिया गया। नाउ रोनाल्डिनियो टू एम्बापे एंड पासिंग ऑलरेडी चलता हुआ, एंड मुंबई सिटी एफसी हैव टू टेक द शॉट अगर उनको इधर गोल स्कोर करना है तो, बट वैसा कुछ मौका नहीं बना। थियो हर्नांडिस, जार्जिनियो, क्या ये गोल होता हुआ दिखेगा? Oh my god.
Not yet, I guess. Up for a throw. And Kerala Blasters FC still in control. And, just trying to, again, apologies to all the viewers. Just making sure that the right camera angles are set. Again, wanted to push in through, get that cutback maybe. But all it could end up with was a goal kick for Mumbai City FC. Now, almost 30 minutes have passed inside the game, and we can see that Kerala Blasters FC are still holding on to their 1-0 advantage, and even looking really promising. They're hunting for goals. They've been creating a lot of chances. Mumbai City FC, they've been playing on the back foot, but this could have been a good chance with Ronaldinho having that little bit of a space over there. Maybe a little bit one extra move could have potentially gone for maybe a reverse elastico or something else, and then taken that boost up there, could have managed to secure something. But regardless, from where we stand right now, let's see if Mumbai City FC can come with an equalizer.
Yeah, let's see क्या वो इधर कर पाते हैं या फिर नहीं, बट आई डोंट थिंक सो। इजी बिल्कुल भी नहीं हो रहा। एंड फ्रॉम द साइड ऑफ केरला ब्लास्टर एससी, लूसियो बहुत अच्छा परफॉर्म कर रहे हैं अभी तक। अगर बात किया जाए उनका रेटिंग भी मोस्टली हाई होता दिखेगा, बट एज ऑफ नाउ विद थियो हर्नांडिस टू रोनाल्डिनियो फ्रॉम द लेफ्ट विंग, ही जस्ट ट्राइंग टू एक्सप्लॉइट द सिचुएशन, बट नहीं, वो उस एरिया को जो है वो भेद ही नहीं पाए कि वो इधर पास निकाले। बट इस बार काउंटर पे जाते हुए मुंबई सिटी एफसी, बट गोल के साथ इधर फिनिश करेंगे एम्बापे। फाइनली इधर क्रशर एंड सैकी, उनके जान में जान आया, क्योंकि वो ऑलरेडी एक मैच हार चुके थे एंड उधर से एक गोल पीछे भी थे। सो जरूरत था कि वो इधर कम बैक करे एंड विद दिस गोल जस्ट लेवल्ड।
All right. I mean, again, so we kind of missed out on that action, and as a result of which, Mumbai City FC, they're back into the game, and just in a little while, we will get on back. Yeah, there you go. All the players visible at this point, and let's see what can be cooked up from here with Jairzinho again trying to go in for that cutback. Had so much of that space, but that heel to heel at that moment a little too much maybe. And another one of these small tidbits I'd like to share with our viewers. When you've got those 5-star skill moves, right? You've got a different animation. You of course get access, like I said, to 5-star skill moves like reverse, elastico and all. But when you're performing heel to heel, there's a kind of a slight delay if you use it normally, right? So few players kind of hesitate in doing so, and the only way out we have seen is with the L2 heel to heel. But right now, again trying to build up an attack, Kerala Blasters FC a little too deep with that cutback, and eventually just end up with the corner.
Yeah, once again with the short corner, Jairzinho, but no. Finally, फर्स्ट हाफ हुआ खत्म एंड उसी के साथ इधर 1-1 के स्कोर के साथ हम लोगों को देखने के लिए मिल रहे हैं। बट अभी तक जिस तरीके से मुंबई सिटी एफसी ने परफॉर्म किया है, बट लाइक वो देख के लग नहीं रहा कि वो उतना ज़्यादा डोमिनेटिव है, और थोड़ा बहुत उनका जो एक्यूरेसी है वो भी कम लग रहा है इस गेम के अंदर। तो बट शॉट एक्यूरेसी ऑब्वियसली उनका ज़्यादा है, क्योंकि सिर्फ एक ही शॉट उन्होंने लिया था, तो उतना ज़्यादा डेंजरस नहीं थे। बट ऑब्वियसली और 2-3 शॉट्स लेने होंगे अगर उनको प्रेशर बनाना है केरला ब्लास्टर एसी के ऊपर। बट केरला ब्लास्टर एसी ऑन द अदर हैंड पोजीशनिंग के मामले में भी आगे, शॉट्स भी उन्होंने 4 लिया एंड एक्सपेक्टेड गोल्स भी उनका ज्यादा है जो कि है 2। सो लेट्स सी कि नेक्स्ट हाफ पे क्या कुछ चेंजेस होता है एंड किस तरीके से मुंबई सिटी एफसी इधर आगे बढ़ पाते हैं या फिर नहीं, क्योंकि मुंबई सिटी एफसी दे जस्ट नीड टू डू सम चेंजेस। आई थिंक मुझे लगता है कि उनको थोड़ा बहुत चेंजेस की ज़रूरत है। अगर वो करेंगे कुछ मौका बन सकता है, और एल्स बहुत टफ होगा क्योंकि शॉट ही नहीं ले पा रहे हो।
Yeah, I think for Mumbai City FC, they've been clinical at least one shot, and that got converted into a goal. We kind of missed out on how it was scored, but the good thing for all the Mumbai City FC fans is the fact that they managed to at least score the equalizer, and this is where Shubham and Lokmanu, I think they'd be fine settling with a draw over here, and could look out. Even if Lokmanu's match ends in a draw, then it's still that 1 point at least secured. And if they win, right? I mean, if they still lose the game, if Lokmanu loses, and if they get a draw over here, then they have that 1 point. And if Lokmanu wins, then they manage to get the 3. But now we are back on with the game, and this time it is Mumbai City FC, I think, retaining a lot of that position. And Kerala Blasters FC, look at that. They have not been making those charge tackle moves, and with Jairzinho wants to go in through, just breaks through the defense, still has possession of the ball, a little bit of a ball roll, but eventually was well dealt with. Now just out for a corner.
Yeah, one more time. But Mumbai City FC, they just tried to enter the box and वो चीज़ करते करते ऑलरेडी इधर इंटरसेप्ट किया गया, एंड वो इंटरसेप्शन के बाद देखिए इधर जो मौका है वो नहीं बन रहा। आई थिंक मुझे तो लगता है कि शिवम आज बहुत ज़्यादा कॉन्फिडेंट है, क्योंकि वो जिस तरीके से शुरुआत किए थे उससे उनके चेहरे पे झलक रहा था उनका कॉन्फिडेंस, एंड वही चीज़ हम लोग को स्कोर लाइन के ऊपर भी देखने के लिए मिला। एंड विथ लुकमन, आई थिंक मुझे लगता है कि उनको भी बहुत बहुत ज़्यादा इधर कॉन्फिडेंस मिला होगा उनके टीममेट के गेम देखते हुए। बट हुलीत से जार्जिनियो, कोशिश केरला ब्लास्टर का यही करना चाहिए कि वो इसी गेम के अंदर सम अप करे इस पूरे गेम को, क्योंकि तीसरे गेम पे जाएंगे तो प्रेशर एक बार फिर से क्रिएट हो सकता है, क्योंकि तीसरे गेम पे क्रशर खेलने वाले हैं एंड क्रशर बहुत बहुत ज़्यादा स्ट्रॉन्ग प्लेयर है। सो दे हैव टू मेक श्योर कि वो इसी गेम के ऊपर ख़त्म करे पूरे सिचुएशन को, बट वो ईज़ी बिल्कुल नहीं होगा। आखिरी 30 मिनट क्या चेंजेस इधर आएगा वो तो हम लोग को पता चलने वाला है बहुत जल्दी। बट आई थिंक क्या आपको क्या लगता है, क्या एक मेसी आता हुआ दिख सकता है अभी?
I mean, we had seen a lot of Messi in those initial days of FIFA 23, right? Even after TOTY, we saw him being used,
Hmm.
the TO Team of the Year card. But Messi last season and even in this season, we used to, we are kind of privy to the fact that Messi goes for a lot of those, outside footed shots, those trivela shots is what people like calling it, or maybe those finesse shots. And he's really good with that. And this season, to be honest, TT, we haven't seen a lot of that happening. And what does Messi put on the table, right? Considering you've got defenders like Virgil van Dijk, Lucio, so many strong defenders, in terms of physicality, Messi kind of falls off because when you look at his replacements, right? Maybe the only way I see Messi coming in is instead of Jarzinho, right? But
Hmm.
again, you kind of would want to play Messi or more on that striker role or maybe on the wings. But considering both these players and taking a look at the formation, you've got 4-3-2-1, and that is where the big dilemma arises. That to get Messi in and to have his chemistry completely just popping off, you need to change or you need to make a few tweaks. But Team of the Year card does not matter, regardless of the chemistry. You've got a 98 rated
Hmm.
Messi. So it's still on the cards. But for now, getting back into this matchup, we do see uh, Mumbai TFC retaining on to that possession, and they've done a good job at least keeping Kerala Blasters FC at bay, right? They have not conceded, they have not made a lot of mistakes, and they haven't scored either. But this could be a good chance as they take a shot, and
Wow.
finally they managed to take a lead. And in the 70th minute, which could be a huge blow for Kerala Blasters FC because they were off to such a beautiful start, and suddenly it all changes.
या एंड आई थिंक बीच में जो वो गैप लिया गया था, जो पॉज लिया गया था, उसके बीच में बहुत सारे चेंजेस हम लोगों को नजर आए एंड उसका ही रिजल्ट इधर हम लोगों को देखने के लिए मिला फ्रॉम द साइड ऑफ मुंबई सिटी एफसी विद देम। बट लेट्स सी क्या इधर केरला ब्लास्टर की तरफ से भी कुछ चेंज होता है कि नहीं, क्योंकि भाई आई थिंक इधर कुछ ना कुछ चेंजेस आएगा, मोस्ट प्रोबेबली कुछ फ्रेश लेग्स इंट्रोड्यूस किए जाएंगे ग्राउंड के ऊपर एंड विद दैट थोड़ा बहुत फॉर्मेशन के ऊपर भी टैक्टिकल चेंजेस आता हुआ दिख सकता है। बट अभी तक अगर देखा जाए केरला ब्लास्टर्स की तरफ से उतना कुछ खास गलती हुआ नहीं है। बट या मुंबई सिटी एफसी अपने पासिंग ब्रिलियंस के थ्रू इधर भेजते हुए एंड जिसके बारे में हम लोग बात कर रहे थे कि शॉट्स वो नहीं ले रहे, लेकिन जो दो शॉट्स लिए दोनों में गोल मिला उनको। तो या शॉट एक्यूरेसी मे बी 100% एंड उसी के साथ साथ जो गोल्स आ रहे हैं वो बहुत बहुत ज्यादा अच्छा है एंड शॉट ऑन टारगेट की अगर बात किया जाए केरल ब्लास्टर की तरफ से, उन्होंने 4 शॉट्स जरूर लिए, प्रेशर जरूर क्रिएट किया, बट शॉट ऑन टारगेट एक ही था, आई थिंक दो थे, जिसके बीच में एक गोल हुआ और एक सेव हुआ था। तो या केरला ब्लास्टर एससी उनको और बेहतर होना होगा और बेहतर तरीके से परफॉर्मेंस करने की जरूरत है एंड मुझे लगता है कि लोको मेन्यू के ऊपर भी पूरा का पूरा जो है प्रेशर वो शिफ्ट होता हुआ दिख सकता है थर्ड गेम के ऊपर।
And this clearly isn't a good indication, right? And this could be the point where Kerala Blasters FC have to be on their toes because one small mistake and they might lose this one up and kind of lose on the momentum that they had built up. And this was an initially good setup, the way they were going, opting for those quick passes. But eventually, there was no one inside that final third to receive it and maybe convert it into a goal. And now keeping things really simple with Mbappe just trying to look for a cutback, looking for an angle. But look at how beautifully they've just blocked off those passing lanes with R9. But Virgil van Dijk being alert as ever, might not be in the best of the forms of his life in real. But in FIFA 23, still one of the strongest, or rather, you can say the best defenders inside the game. Hakimi does manage to receive the ball, but again, it is Hakimi at the end of the day, and Well, a little bit of a problem over there, and we will be right back into the matchup. But we will, of course, let you know of what the final scoreline was. But regardless, it was looking really end to end, especially after the first half,
Hmm.
where we sort of saw Kerala Blasters FC kind of ahead in terms of possession, in terms of plays being built up. But after the commencement of the second half, that is where we saw Mumbai KBFC, the stronger half, and they are managing to take away that possession number from them. They are creating those good chances, just splitting the defenses apart, and they've managed to take a lead, and which could possibly be the winner of this game, because now Mumbai City FC has a lot of options, a lot of possibilities over here. They've got 3-4 where they could keep on pressing with their attack, or maybe just hold on. But from my experiences, I'm not that good at the game. I'm still stuck in Division 4, and I think that's also the same case with UTT. We know one goal difference amounts to nothing, and that one goal lead, that's the worst
Hmm.
situation to be in, because you always have that pressure. Oh, just 10 minutes remaining, and suddenly when you say okay, I'm going to go for ultra defensive, and one mistake, and that is where kaboom, a goal has been scored against.
बट आई थिंक वही टाइम सबसे ज़्यादा टेंशनजनक होता है जब आप
Exactly.
अल्ट्रा डिफेंसिव पोजीशन पे चले जाते हो क्योंकि उसी टाइम पे आपका पहली बात तो आपका जो बॉल है वो आपके गोल के आसपास ही रहता है और उधर से एक स्मॉल मिस्टेक जैसे कि आपने कहा कि या तो आप मिस पास कर रहे हो या फिर आपसे बॉल छीना जा रहा है और उसके बाद तो आपको लगता है कि सारा होप्स खत्म हो गए बट डायरेक्ट शॉट वो गोल पे ही जाएगा वो अगर नहीं भी जाता है फिर भी लगता है वैसा तो वही चीज़ है कि आप गेम के अंदर जब जब तक बने हो तब तक कोशिश यही करना चाहिए कि ओपोनेंट्स के हाफ पे बॉल रखा जाए हालांकि हम लोग बात कर रहे हैं इधर डिवीजन 4 के एंड जो प्लेयर्स इधर खेल रहे हैं वो तो एलीट डिवीजन के
Elite
हैं
division.
सो उधर बहुत कुछ अलग हम लोगों को मतलब देखने के लिए मिलता है ऑब्वियसली बट देखिए अगर हम लोग वापस जाते हैं इधर कोऑप मैचअप के ऊपर तो मुझे लगता है कि कोऑप मैच पे शुरुआत जिस तरीके से मिला था केरला ब्लास्टर्स को उनके पास भी और भी मौके थे हालांकि उसके बाद कि वो स्कोर करे या फिर जो पासिंग पोजीशन थे उसको उन्होंने प्रॉपरली यूज नहीं किया वो बैक पास किए एंड ये चीज हम लोग बहुत बार इन रियल लाइफ फुटबॉल भी देखे हैं मैं नाम मेंशन नहीं करूंगा बट कुछ कुछ प्लेयर्स ऐसे हैं जो बैक पास बहुत ज्यादा करते हैं जिसकी वजह से आपको जो वो मौके हैं वो मिस हो जाते हैं और वो मौका हर बार नहीं बनता वो आपको पूरे गेम के अंदर शायद 2-3 मिल सकते हैं और 2-3 में से अगर आप उतना ज़्यादा एक्यूरेटली कनेक्ट कर पाते हो तो आपका कन्वर्जन रेट भी बहुत ज़्यादा हाई होता है तो वो चीज़ मिसिंग देखा ऑब्वियसली केरला ब्लास्टर एफसी की तरह से एंड दैट्स वाई इतना ज़्यादा वो प्रेशर में थे बट आई थिंक फाइनल स्कोर हम लोग को पता चलेगा तब देखना होगा कि क्या कुछ कमबैक आया थे कि नहीं
Yeah, definitely. We're gonna have a quick look at that, and that's gonna just take maybe 2-3 more minutes, because technology, and sometimes with technology comes a few flaws, as a result of which things get out of control. But don't worry, we'll ensure that you don't miss that third matchup, and few glitches here and there. Another thing that needs to come into attention of all our viewers is another concept of PAPL, and even I was wondering what could PAPL be, and then it was when I asked a few pro players around, they said it's pressure after possession. That is when
Yeah.
the player is into a complete sweaty mode, right? The moment you lose possession from a ball, you give instructions to your players that you keep constantly applying pressure. So you will see in those dying moments of the game, when you're very desperate to score a goal, when you're very desperate or you want to score a goal, you use PAPL, and that's where you see at the moment. I have been a victim to that situation when I did not even know what it was, and I suddenly see two players charging at me like bulls, and I'm like wondering, what can I do? Who do I pass? And the ball has been taken away, and they end up scoring. But these are professional athletes; they know how to deal with PAPL. And one of those shortcomings, like it's like a double-edged sword, right? One of the
Hmm.
shortcomings is that your players tend to get fatigued very quickly. So if you made the
Yeah.
right substitutions, and in this case you can actually, right, you're allowed to make 5 inside the game. So you might want to use PAPL, and again, when you're looking at such a stacked up substitute bench, where as your substitute we see players like Messi coming in, we see players like Haaland coming in, and both are team of the year cards. Goes on to show the depth in the squad of all these players. But I think we do have the result in front of us, and
Wow.
Saki and Crusher. ladies and gentlemen, managed to score one more, and eventually uh, they kind of continue with their co-op victory. The previous co-op against Chennai FC, that was again on a win, and against Kerala Blasters FC, they have also successfully won. And everything just falls down on the shoulders of these two players in front of our screens. For Kerala Blasters FC fans, it is going to be on Lokmanu, and for all the Mumbai City FC fans, it's going to come down to Crusher. So, TT, now we are level back into the series. Now, this game is going to be the decider. Any predictions?
इट्स टू टफ कि मैं कोई भी प्रेडिक्शन करूं, बट या अगर मैं चाहता हूं बोलूं कि कौन जीतेगा, तो इस बार मैं बैक करना चाहता हूं केरला ब्लास्टर एससी को, क्योंकि जिस तरीके से अभी तक पूरा का पूरा परफॉर्मेंस चला है, मुझे लगता है कि लोकोमेनु का एक जीत चाहिए उनको अगर अपना फॉर्म वापस लेके आना है, क्योंकि ये बहुत टाइम हो चुका है कि उनके ऊपर प्रेशर है एंड वो उतना जो है वो चल नहीं पा रहे जिस तरीके से उनको हम जानते हैं, जो कैपेबिलिटी वो रखते हैं उस तरीके का परफॉर्मेंस और आउटकम नहीं आ रहा। तो इसलिए मैं चाहता हूँ कि वो अपना एकदम बेस्ट परफॉर्मेंस देके जाए एंड एटलीस्ट ये मैच वो जीते, ताकि उनको कॉन्फिडेंस मिल सके एंड पूरे टीम को, केरला ब्लास्टर को, क्योंकि केरला ब्लास्टर्स का जो शुरुआत है इस सीजन का वो उतना खास नहीं रहा है। सो या मैं तो वही चाहूंगा, बट लेट्स से लाइक बहुत टफ होने वाला है वैसे लोकोमेनु के लिए।
Yeah, I think it's definitely not going to be easy nonetheless. And a little bit of a backstory on both these players, right? So Lokmanu is a veteran, like we said. I think Aditya Chadda, or rather Crusher, he's relatively new in comparison to Lokmanu. There were times, both of these players used to compete in the Delhi circuit, and before it was, kind of Lokmanu beating Aditya time and time and again. And then, there was this spark inside of Aditya, which Lokmanu really did appreciate a lot. He was always a constant learner. He used to ponder over his mistakes, he used to work on it, kept getting better. And there was this tournament, I think it's been almost around 2 years that I saw Crusher in action, and he went on to win that tournament. And that was one of the biggest tournaments in India, where he, defeated Saranj. In fact, Charanjot in that matchup in the finals. So goes on to show that Crusher, with his hard work, has come a long way. But for Lokmanu, his journey has been quite different, right? A veteran into the scene, has been playing FIFA since a long time. Could be compared to as old as Saranj into the scene, but has been struggling with a run of form lately. In most of the tournaments, he's making it to the top four. He's getting there to the semis, but there have been players that have been considerably better than him, and sometimes things go down haywire. But it is going to be a very close matchup. Two Delhi boys, and locking heads up against each other, and we know that the ferociousness is always there. And now representing their clubs, Kerala Blasters FC and Mumbai City FC, and especially for Crusher when it's his first time inside the eISL. So let's see who's gonna win it out.
या इट्स टू टफ टू प्रेडिक्ट समथिंग, बट आई थिंक मुझे लगता है कि दोनों ही प्लेयर्स इस बार क्या होगा वो सोच के नहीं खेलेंगे, बट वो एकदम प्रेजेंट में रह के खेलने की कोशिश करेंगे, क्योंकि जब भी हम लोग पहले से ही रिजल्ट्स के बारे में सोचे रहते हैं तब ऑटोमेटिकली प्रेशर बहुत ज़्यादा बिल्ड हो जाता है। तो आज तो एटलीस्ट मैं चाहता हूँ कि लोकोमेनु जो है वो इस गेम के ऊपर रहे एंड उनके इतने फैंस, अगर हम लोग बात करें फीफा जो लोग भी देखते हैं उनके फैंस की कोई भी कमी नहीं होगा ऑब्वियसली, क्योंकि ये एक प्लेयर है जो कि इसके पहले लाइक बहुत दिन से खेलते आ रहे हैं, जैसे कि आपने भी कहा, एंड मैं भी इनको बहुत दिन से देख रहा हूँ, वो डोमिनेट करते हुए भी देखे और जब फॉर्म डाउन हुआ है तब भी मैं देख रहा हूँ। तो आई नो कि सिचुएशन जो है उनके लिए उतना खास नहीं चल रहा, बट आई थिंक सिर्फ 1-2 मैच एंड वो अपने फॉर्म को वापस लेके आ सकते हैं, लेकिन वो मैच आना सबसे ज़्यादा ज़रूरी है। बट आई थिंक उसी के ऊपर अभी काम चलता हुआ दिख रहा है हम लोगों को कि वो कोशिश करे जा रहे हैं बैक टू बैक कि वो इधर कम बैक कर पाए। बट अगर अपोजिट पे अगर बात किया जाए क्रशर जो कि आज खेलने वाले हैं उनके, तो क्रशर को हम लोगों ने पिछले वीक पे भी देखे थे कि वो क्या शानदार परफॉर्म कर रहे थे, तो कुछ उस तरीके का जो सिचुएशन है वो दिख सकता है। हालांकि उनके लिए सब कुछ गया नहीं था, उनके हित पे नहीं गया था पूरा रिजल्ट, बट फिर भी लाइक इन टर्म्स ऑफ परफॉर्मेंस मुझे लगता है कि उन्होंने बहुत अच्छा टक्कर दिया था। तो वो देखिए ये मैच जो भी जीतेंगे उनके पास चला जाएगा 3 पॉइंट, अगर ड्रॉ हुआ तो ड्रॉ हो जाएगा। सो बहुत बहुत ज़्यादा इंटरेस्टिंग ये मैचअप।
no doubt. And considering how it has started off, again for the viewers, Kerala Blasters FC, this is their home game, so they're from left to right and instantly making no delay. This would have been a good
Oh.
chance, and Lokman just bottled it. I felt he made that pass a little too quick because there were moments where he could have taken that shot, but eventually Crusher's Mbappe did make that run, but Lucio was present. Again, Lucio being such a terrific card. I mean, if you talk about Lucio has been one of those go-to card options. And for now, I think Crusher is back on his attack. And just a quick reminder, both these players are yet to get their individual wins in side of eISL. So Lokmanu last time lost to Vanshaj. It was a 4-1 humiliating defeat for him, because you would expect when Lokmanu and Vanshaj go head-to-head against each other, then the matches scores are quite close, if not that much distance. But for Crusher, it was a different story, but he still, could not win the game. But it was Karman Tikka he went up against with the grand finalist of eISL, who managed to better him, and as a result of which Crusher also had to face defeat. And now both these players, they know a lot of responsibilities lie on their shoulders. And for now, oh, this could have been a beautiful goal had that gone in. A beautiful, overhead kick by Ruud Gullit, and especially with the size of Ruud Gullit and him having the cojones to take shots like that is sometimes unbelievable.
Yeah, but one more time, once again, लोकमैन एक बार फिर से प्रेशर में दिखते हुए शुरुआत से ही एंड फुल्ली लो ब्लॉक पे जा चुके हैं. शुरुआती से अगर आप लो ब्लॉक पे चले जाओगे फिर मुश्किलें क्रिएट होता है. बीच में से ज़रूर एक मौका मिला था रोनाल्डो को, बट खांडे साथ अपने बेहतरीन सेव के साथ इस बार के लिए तो बचा है. लेकिन कब तक, क्योंकि जिस तरीके से वो लो ब्लॉक पे खेल रहे हैं, एक छोटा सा भी गलती मुंबई सिटी एफसी को एक बहुत ही अच्छा चांस देके जाएगा. बट ये गलत पास एंड उसी के साथ बॉल चुराया जाएगा केरला ब्लास्टर्स के तरफ से. हकीमी टू वैन डाइक. बट देखिए अभी तक उतना खास गेम दिखा नहीं है. पहले 20 मिनट की अगर बात किया जाए, केरला ब्लास्टर्स को एकदम स्टार्टिंग में एक मौका मिला था जिसपे वो थोड़ा जल्दी पास खेल दिए थे. उसके बाद से और मौका वैसे बना नहीं है.
Yeah, a little hasty with their approach. I felt for a moment, Kerala Blasters FC could have, could start retaining possession a little bit, right? You could see the midfield, that it's stacked up, and Crusher is not shying away from getting his strikers back, especially if you're playing that 4-3-2-1 formation. Such is your instructions, right? You've got two of your central midfielders, mostly the left and the center one, coming back for defense, and they don't push much. It's usually your right central midfielder, but this looks to be a good chance created by Lokmanu, but sort of a little predictable for Crusher to anticipate. And with Aloe I think it's again that foot fantasy card, and he's got maximum pace, 99 acceleration, 99 sprint speed, even without the 3-star camp. So you've got so much different avenues of using the other. I don't think he might have gone for that Hunter camp style, but could have gone for possibly something else. But with R9, tried to create that opening was Crusher, but Lokmanu being very vigilant, very good on his defenses, and this time this pass looks amazing. Ronaldinho did receive it, wanted to go for a lobbed one, but eventually was dealt with.
केरला ब्लास्टर्स फिर से एक बार बॉल छीने जरूर, लेकिन केरला ब्लास्टर्स के तरफ से देखिए बहुत कैजुअल अप्रोच एज ऑफ नाउ, क्योंकि अभी तक कोई भी वो क्रिस्पीनेस नहीं दिखा इनके गेम के अंदर. एंड वो एज यूजुअल जैसे खेलते हैं वैसे ही क्रॉस रखा गया था, लेकिन इस बार थियो हर्नांडेज प्रॉपर टाइम पे इंटरसेप्ट किए, नहीं तो एम्बाप्पे फिनिश कर सकते थे वॉली पे.
Oh yes, that could have possibly been the case, and for now, I mean, let's see what happens in this particular game. Mumbai City FC, they've been looking really strong. Both these players kind of adapting a similar style of play, looking more for those lob-through passes, and this is again one of that, not the driven through, it's just an L1 triangle, but well read by Crusher, anticipating the run. And sometimes, these L1 triangle passes are so difficult, especially if you do not have a tall and strong defender. usually beats you through it. But especially in this case, if you are talking about defenders like Van Dijk and then I think Maldini, then what do you do? Even Lucio is there. I think Lucio was the case for him. But now look at the left back making a run already, but Aloe being a little bit conscious, not making those hasty moves in that situation. Bellingham, again, a defensive central midfielder, playing on that central side, and with Oliveira just going in, would be looking for that cutback with that ball roll, but little delayed, and Lokmanu ensures that it ends up with just a corner.
या बट फाइनली लोकेमैन बॉल कंट्रोल के ऊपर ज़्यादा फोकस कर रहे हैं, जो कि ज़रूरत भी है। एंड आई थिंक मुझे तो लगता है कि उनके पासिंग के ऊपर भी और थोड़ा फोकस करने की ज़रूरत है, क्योंकि कोई भी जगह से अगर आप बॉल लूज करते हो वो आपके लिए प्रॉब्लम्स क्रिएट कर सकते हैं लेटर ऑन द गेम। बट एज ऑफ नाउ हकीमी प्रेशर बन रहा था अलवारन की तरफ से। देखिए एक बार फिर से वही चीज़ होता हुआ दिखा, एंड बहुत ही शानदार डायमंड शेप पासिंग फ्रॉम मुंबई सिटी एफसी। लेकिन नाखुश रहेंगे क्रशर, क्योंकि जिस जगह पे उन्होंने बॉल लूज किया, अगर वो नहीं करते, थ्रू बॉल अगर कनेक्ट पहुंच जाता एम्बापे के पास, तो ये शायद पहला गोल आ सकता था। बट अभी भी दोनों ही एक अनसर्टेनिटी के पोजीशन पे खड़े हुए हैं, क्योंकि पहला हाफ हो चुका है खत्म, एंड आई थिंक द सेकेंड हाफ एंड लास्ट हाफ विल बी द डिसाइडर ऑफ द मैचअप कि इस पूरे सीरीज कौन से तरफ जाने वाला है, या फिर किसी भी तरफ नहीं जाएगा, ड्रॉ के साथ खत्म होगा।
Now, at this point, I would like to take a look at how the possession graph has been, or how they've been playing through the balls. Like, we'll get an idea of a pattern. So if you could have the possessions graphs in front of us, that could be really helpful. But no time. Let's just get inside the match, and the players, they did manage to contemplate what they need to do, and both these players are amazing minds, right? Especially Lokmanu, whenever you talk about strategies, he's there, he's got everything in his arsenal. It's just about the execution, and when Crusher, it comes down to him, it's just the hunger being shown by this player, and a beautiful one, beautiful outside footed shot, and Lokmanu did not see this coming. Crusher had that sliver of opening and ensured he capitalized on that. What a beautiful goal. Just look at it. Look at him go. And when you are anticipating that maybe he does not have that much access, does not have that much room, scores that outside footer one. And one of the traits that Mbappe has, of course, team of the year Mbappe. What would you expect?
Yeah, after pass, I think Crusher का जो कॉन्सेप्ट था वो क्लियर था कि यस, इधर से मुझे शॉट लेना है। वो ओवरथिंक नहीं किए, क्योंकि कभी कभार ओवरथिंक करने से हो सकता था कि वो इधर सेकंड पास के लिए जाते, लेकिन नहीं, उन्होंने नहीं किया, डायरेक्ट शूट किया, एंड उनको भरोसा था, ऑब्वियसली किसको नहीं होगा टीम ऑफ द ईयर एम्बापे के ऊपर। तो वही चीज़ देखने के लिए मिला। बट इस बार लोकेमेनु पासिंग ऑप्शन ज़्यादा नहीं थे, 1-2 करते हुए जार्सिनियो टेप ओवर करके अंदर की तरफ आ जरूर रहे थे, लेकिन उनको उतना प्लेस मिला नहीं कि वो एक्सप्लॉइट कर सके। पुलित से रोनाल्डिनियो, देखिए बीच में गैप था, बीच में वो निकाल सकते थे रोनाल्डिनियो को लेके, लेकिन वो पास के लिए गए। सो या मुझे लग रहा है कि कॉन्फिडेंस की थोड़ा जो है वो कमी दिख रहा है लोकेमेनु के गेम पे, क्योंकि अगर वो कॉन्फिडेंट होते तो फॉर श्योर वो कोशिश करते रोनाल्डिनियो के साथ एंट्री करना।
I think, yeah, I mean, one aspect of it, it's completely correct, but confidence is certainly lacking, and his decision making has been a little bit off, right? Those hasty passes that he's been going through has been really expensive, as Crusher again building up an opportunity. But this time, I think one thing that Crusher read really well was Lokmanu was not going for those charge tackles there, right? He was letting Crusher make a move. So he always maintained that he had that little bit of a space. So he figured that one out. He got that opening and just went in for the shot. And sometimes that's the best way to go out for, because no matter if you keep racking up your brain, pass this player, perform this skill move, sometimes simplicity can yield you the best results, and that is something that Crusher showed us. He directly knew that he's got Mbappe right in front of him. No matter it's the left or the right foot, he will score. And let me take a go at it. I've tried a lot of things, and eventually it worked. But look at Lokmanu breaking through with his attack again from that right wing. passes on towards Hullet with a step over, tries to enter inside the box, and with Bellingham and Jazzy constantly trying to pass it around. And like I said, that little impatience sort of creeping up on Lokmanu, and as a result of which he's lost his ball again.
देयर वाज अ चांस लॉन्ग टाइम वो एंड उधर देखिए जब रन बना रहे थे एम्बापे उनके लिए पास नहीं खिलाया गया भाई तो उधर आपको पास खिलाने की जरूरत है एम्बापे उनके पास 99 पेस है सो व्हाई नॉट कि आप उनको क्यों नहीं खिलाओगे क्योंकि अगर उनके पास बॉल जाता है वो स्प्रिंट पे बीट करेगा लेकिन इस बार ये सिचुएशन बन रहा था बॉल छीना गया लेकिन देखिए मुझे लग रहा है कि लोकेमैन थोड़ा ओवर थिंक कर रहे हैं तो उनको इधर ज़रूरत है अपने कॉन्फिडेंस को फिर से बटोर के इस गेम के अंदर जंप इन करना क्योंकि ज़्यादा लेट हो गए तो उनसे ये पॉइंट भी चला जाएगा फिर 2 मैच के बाद सिर्फ 0 पॉइंट के साथ रहेंगे पास थोड़ा लेट हो गया एंड यही चीज़ हो रहा है कि वो एग्जीक्यूशन नहीं दिख रहा आखिरी मोमेंट पे जाके एंड आपने एक बहुत ही अच्छी चीज़ कहा कि उनका जो लाइक माइंडसेट है या फिर वो जो सोच रहे हैं कि किस तरीके से करेंगे वो थोड़ा लैक करता हुआ इधर एक डेंजरस सिचुएशन बट रोडोलिथ फाइनली बचाते हुए इस बार
Yeah, little shaky, but the job done, and Lokmanu needs to do something. It's already 75 minutes into the game, the final 15 remaining, and Lokmanu has been creating those chances, but the moment he gets near the box, that's where he loses it. And Crusher, he's been very alert, very agile on his defenses. Look at him go with Hakimi. He has made 2 successful blocks over there. And Lokmanu just scratching his head, but this is a good chance. And he takes it just when he needed that equalizer. Mbappe does it for him. Beautiful step over into that shot, created that room, and now we are back level, guys. Now you could see Lokmanu was an ultra defensive, and Aditya Chadda, he is on ultra attacking, and you could see how much hungry these players were. Lokmanu was constantly beating around the bush, trying a lot, but was unable to find that opening. He just relied on his instincts. One skill move and a shot was all it was required to convert it. And now, I think, as things stand, we might end up with a tie.
या मे बी बट आखिरी 12 मिनट्स जो है वो बहुत कुछ चेंज करते हुए दिख सकते हैं अगर इधर एक और गोल आता है केरल ब्लास्टर्स की तरफ से सो मे बी ये एक ड्रीम एंड हो सकता है केरल ब्लास्टर के लिए एंड सेम विद मुंबई सिटी एफसी एज वेल कि उनकी तरफ से भी अगर आए तो उनको भी इधर पॉइंट्स मिल सकते हैं 3 नहीं तो इधर एक एक पॉइंट दोनों को ही मिल जाएगा बट चेंज हुआ पहले को इंट्रोड्यूस किया गया है रोनाल्डिनियो की जगह पे जर्जिनियो आते हुए केविन डी ब्रुयना आ चुके हैं पिच के ऊपर सो बहुत लाइक दोनों ही टीम्स की तरफ से हम लोग को फ्रेश लेग्स इंट्रोड्यूस करते हुए देख रहे हैं बाय द वे एज ऑफ नाउ पेले
No way.
व्हाट अ पास जर्जिनियो विद द गोल एंड मुंबई सिटी एफसी वन मोर टाइम एक बार फिर से उनको मिला लीड एंड आई थिंक यही आखिरी गोल था इस पूरे गेम का क्योंकि बहुत स्ट्रगल के बाद वो पहला गोल मिला था लोकेमेन्यू को लेकिन वो जो इक्वलाइजर था वो ज्यादा देर तक रहा नहीं इक्वल
Oh God, I think this is where Lokmanu must be kicking himself in the feet because that was a big defensive lapse. And this is where, all these pro athletes kind of get really annoyed when you want to make an interception and suddenly, the ball kind of gets deflected and goes into the opposition. And it was smart from Mumbai City FC's Crusher who had to seize that moment, who had to capitalize on the chance, and such an end-to-end game. But it kind of, I have this little hunch. After this goal being scored, I feel there might be one more in the making. I do not know if it's going to be a third one for Crusher or maybe an equalizer from Lokmanu. But now the pressure is immense on Kerala Blasters FC because if Lokmanu loses this game, everything that Shubham fought for is going to go into vain and into the drains also because they'll also lose out on that 1 point which they could have managed to at least salvage from a tie. But now Lokmanu has to make some quick moves. Not a lot of time left on the clock as went in for a lob pass. Wants to play from the wing, but has to be cautious. He knows that at max he's got one attack going, and he has to make it count somehow.
Yeah. But last 4 minutes, let's try. And क्या ये ट्राई जो है वो उनको रिजल्ट देके जा पाएगा? पहले तो खोले बेलिंगम फेक करते रहे, बट देखिए वो ओपनिंग नहीं मिल पा रहा. बेलिंगम ड्राइविंग द बॉल, बट उसके बाद भी नहीं बना. इस बार हो सकता है मौका. बेहतरीन डिफेंडिंग फ्रॉम लूशियो.
Look at this, look at this. He's gonna just stay around that corner line, but it has been stolen. Now this is what I was talking about. Just when you have that one goal lead, you tend to make those mistakes, but it is fine. It's still okay. But Lokmanu has managed to just bottle this game up as Crusher, making sure he held on to the nerves, looked for that one opening, and ensured that it is all he needed, and manages to come out with a win. 3 points secured, ladies and gentlemen, for Mumbai City FC. Their first overall win in the eISL. The first one was a draw. The second one they ensured they go out with the victory. Now look at the highlights of this game. I mean, such a good matchup it was. Lokmanu getting that early break, and then Aditya Chadda just comes through, and this one, Aditya Chadda, he was the one, in fact, apologies, who came out with that outside footed shot, but Lokmanu came right back in, and beautiful, skill move there, step over into a shot, but then you see that defensive lapse over here. In these moments, through the wings, when he was going through, and this little giveaway from Bellingham, where you would expect that he would just thwart it out, or maybe take control of the ball, and you could say that was an unlucky moment, at least for the pros it is. But whatever be it, it is Crusher at the end of the day who walks off with a victory. And Mumbai City FC, being the away team, have managed to take home 3 points along with them.
Yeah. And finally, Mumbai City FC, उनको उनका पहला जीत मिल चुका है. On the other hand, केरला ब्लास्टर्स के लिए जो शुरुआत है वो कुछ खास नहीं रहा, क्योंकि बैक टू बैक 2 मैचेस एंड 2 मैचेस पे ही हार उनको मिला है. आज के दिन पे उन्होंने ऑर्डर चेंज किया, शुभम को पहले भेजे. उन्होंने हालांकि शुरुआत काफी अच्छा दिया था, वो देख के बहुत ज्यादा पॉजिटिव रिजल्ट जो है वो हम लोग एक्सपेक्ट कर रहे थे फ्रॉम द साइड ऑफ केरला ब्लास्टर्स, बट अंत आते आते वो चीज जो है वो नहीं हो पाया. सो ओवरऑल स्टैंडिंग्स पे इस बार 4th 4 पॉइंट्स के साथ आगे निकल जाएंगे मुंबई सिटी एफसी. बट ऑन द अदर हैंड केरला ब्लास्टर वो 2 मैच हार के आई थिंक सबसे नीचे रहेंगे मोस्ट प्रोबेबली आज के दिन के बाद शायद.
A very exhilarating match, but eventually Mumbai City FC, like you said, TT, and we have seen, have walked off with a win. 3 points secured for that. But that being said, ladies and gentlemen, we are down with our second matchup of the evening. Right now, what we're going to do is head for a short little break. Right after is the final game of the night.